I've seen him there. Very funny guy. You're there for Jeff? Shain.
Dave fucking Baldwin, everybody! Shut up, Patty. So that Jew left? That Jew girl? Jesus. She was cool though. I liked her story about the Holocaust bus driver. My grandfather's actually a Holocaust survivor, which is kind of sad until you see the serial number tattooed on his arm. And his serial number is A675309, which is kind of funny. Anyway, so I'm getting married next March. Thank you very much. And when you get married, you start reflecting on your dating life. Like, this is the end. Let's see what I've had so far. And when I look back, I think the best relationship I had was with a Cuban girl who was, she lived next door to me. She was my neighbor. And it's really weird having Cubans for neighbors because, you know, you'll go over there and ask for sugar, and they'll come over to your house and ask for asylum.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah. The reason why I remember her so much is because she had a very cavernous vagina. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The kind where you just don't feel anything when you slide that baby in. It's the kind of vagina that, like, you hear about, like, in a Joseph Conrad novel, where it's, you know, dark and mysterious and madness on the other side. The thing I really remember about her vagina was that it had a horrific odor, much like, I don't know, garbage on a hot day and onions. And I used to have this thing when I went to eat her pussy, I would give her the old Nintendo blow before I went down there. You know what I'm talking about? When you start a Nintendo and you just clean that baby out. Yeah. So the guy talking about XM Radio has left. I'm sorry to see him go. He was a talented comedian. But I was listening to the 80s channel on my XM satellite radio, and I was jerking off because that's what I do. And all of a sudden, Careless Whisper by Wham came on. And at the same time, not coincidentally, but came on my face. And I thought, what would be more odd to someone as they walked in? What would be more gay? The fact that I had come on my face, or the fact that I was listening to Careless Whisper by Wham on my XM satellite radio? Zero. Nothing. Not a lot of Wham fans in here.
Did you have an XM satellite radio?
I did. Fat. Shut up. So that's it. So Michael Jackson's back in the news again. Seems like he can't make payments on the loan he took out to buy the Beatles collection, and which is really sad. But it's kind of redeeming in a way, because I guess it's good to go from child rapist to having bad credit. You know, like you know, I rape kids, but my FICO score is low. Nothing either of that one. It was cool. So I'm really into online gaming. I love the multiplayer games. And my fiancée doesn't understand my fascination with the game. And I tell her, look, bitch, I found a 14-year-old level 32 druid, and he's in love with me. And he loves softball, and dim sum, and me. And you can't understand our love. What's behind this curtain anyway? Is this like management beyond here? I gotta know. Is this my demigod? Oh, this is pretty cool. That's disappointing for me. Anyway, so my sister is kind of a wild child. She got into some trouble. She went on a cruise with my parents. She had a layover in Florida. And apparently, she went out to a club with my cousin and got lost for 24 hours. And it turns out she left with two random guys who may or may not have slipped a Mickey Finn into her drink. And I gotta wonder, like, what was going through my dad's brain when that happened. It's like, Daddy's little girl just isn't Daddy's little girl anymore. You know, it's like, back then she'd do something wild and crazy like, say, you know, stay out late. But, you know, in the modern age, it's my sister and two black guys with dicks so big they're probably sentient. You know, dicks so big they can probably beat Deep Blue at chess. So, it's actually kind of a funny story. My sister was out drinking one night, and 30 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds. 30? That sucks. Actually, I'm gonna get, fuck that joke. I'm gonna get this one. Hurricane Katrina, big problem. Big clusterfuck down there. Black people defrauding first aid for money, and I was able to recover some of the private emails of former Deputy Director Michael Brown, who was caught sending some really embarrassing emails. I'm going to read them to you now. To Deputy Director Taylor from Michael Brown, Director of FEMA, subject the fever. Yo, Taylor, you have any passwords for a good interracial site? Hanging out down here really gives me a taste for the dark stuff. To Deputy Director Taylor from Michael Brown, no subject. Forgot how to beat Soda Popinski. Please reply with cheat code CC Ron and acquisitions. He's stuck on Piston Honda. P.S. Can't meet with Mayor today. I'm finding Big Koopa between 3 and 5. To George W. Bush from Michael Brown, P. Bush. I want them real thick and juicy, so find that juicy double. Oh, look at this. I got an email from George Bush back to Michael Brown. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Of course, this is satire because the situation in New Orleans is pretty serious. I mean, the white people are calling the total lack of public sanitation and lawlessness and desperation a tragedy, and the black people are calling it a total disaster, and the Mexican people are calling it exactly what it is, Mexico. Thank you very much. My name is Jeff Shain. Have a good night.
George W. Bush, everybody. Who would have thought we could have booked the president, but we did. All right. Next guy coming to stage, good up for Ben Boehm.
Ben Green.
All right, Ben Boehm is not here. Fuck Ben Boehm. You know.